What's up, guys? Day trade knockouts. How y'all doing? David speaking. I got another technical analysis close of the day. It's on a Wednesday. Today is April 10th. We just had a interesting day with core CPI news. Sorry, let me make sure that is the news that came. It came out at 8:30. Yeah, the CPI news that did come out in the morning. So without a doubt, we'll just get into the video. You guys get the raw thing. I keep making it authentic, and that's just how I like to do it. So if I sound like a stupid, I don't know if I can say that right now. I don't know what the rules are. If anyone has suggestions, please comment below. I don't want to get in trouble, guys. Okay, let's do this. All right, so right now, guys, let's see here. So I do got some notes that I always write down because I always do my analysis and I write everything down. So let's start off by looking at the daily chart. So right here. So first off, when we look from a trend perspective, we can see here that we are, what I wrote down here is from a day time frame chart. We are still in well, we're not really much in a trading range anymore because the trading range, as I pointed out, the lower extreme here and the upper extreme here, really we're out of the trading range and we're below it at the moment. But it's more of that we aren't getting continuation past this breakup point at the moment. However, I would say that is more bearish than bullish as we have had a 1 hour lower high. We are going to discuss that later on in the video, but we had a lower high here and we have had price acceptance below. But nevertheless, at the moment, I will classify this more as a reversal type of downtrend at the moment, as we've had a triple top now and we've had a lower low. All we're needing now is a lower high at the moment as well on the day time frame chart. Technically, we did get it here, as that is lower than the triple bottoms that we had here, here, and here. However, at the moment, I would say that something that would be more significant for the Bears is if we get a daily higher low below here. But again, at the moment, I would say Bears are a lot stronger than buyers at the moment, than the Bulls are at the moment. And in terms of, let's see here. And then when you look at the Fibonacci retracement, again, everything is pretty bearish. So let's take this right here. If you take it from the high to the low, obviously we're pretty much at the, we're at the 0% retracement almost. So that's one reason why it's bullish. And then on top of that, when you do it from the nearest the breakout to the upside, the nearest up movement, the nearest uptrend, or I forget the word that you call it, but you get what I'm saying here. The nearest move where it starts from the left side, where we go from low to high. We are currently right below the 78.6 retracement. Pretty much a 100% retracement has been made. So nevertheless, you could say from a Fibonacci perspective that is pretty bearish. And overall, the context of the day time frame chart is we are pretty bearish overall, and there isn't really too much that the bulls are doing at the moment to fight against the bulls at the moment. And then let's see here, and then specific signs that show that the market is being controlled by the bears and the sellers are showing more confidence is the fact that we are around the lows of the Thursday session. The only little bit of concern that you could say is the fact that we haven't had actual follow through yet, and we are getting a little bit of buying pressure. But again, that's pretty minimal overall. Still, sellers are the ones mostly in control. But at the moment, that's what I could say in regards to that. Bears are dominating at the moment. But again, take all that into consideration to prepare for the next day in the Thursday session. But as we move over here, another question I typically like to ask. Let me put the market profile right here. So another thing I just like to take into accountability. So to see where all the participants, the stronger participants were, I like to look at market profile. So as you can see here on the Monday session, we had an overlap to down with a much wider base on the value area, and then we had a clean break to the downside. So at the moment, that also does show that bears are showing more signs of strength, as we didn't even get any value area acceptance over here on the Tuesday or the Monday session. So they're down here. So that's just another little bit of data to take into consideration to show that the bears have more domination. That they just overall are more dominant compared to the bulls. So again, bears are winning. Now when we look at the hourly chart, let's go to an hourly chart and get a little more granular. Got that from Trade Brigade. But when you look at that, the downtrend is a lot more obvious. As you see, the triple bottom right there, lower high, lower high, lower high, and we're getting lower low, lower low, lower low, equal low at the moment. So again, that is the equal low that we're getting right there, as we saw in the day time frame chart. That is specifically why I'm saying that that's the only thing to look out for as caution, and not to be too biased for the Bears. You see that? I didn't say too. Whatever, but you get what I'm saying, guys. So in regards to that, um, in terms of, let me see here. In terms of, at the moment, the Bulls are pretty much, well, the Bulls have pretty much died. But the only way that the Bulls could show anything is if they decide to take a stand here and to not have any price acceptance below 513.03. If they have any price acceptance at all, even though the Bulls are pretty much out of it at the moment from a structure perspective, that's pretty much the nail in the coffin. The nail in the coffin already happened, but now it's like doubling down with the nails in the coffin, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's a real saying, but you get what I'm trying to say, guys. And then lastly, in terms of anything, I did have it charted that anything above 500, well, really, at the moment, I can't even say that because we're not in a trending range anymore. So anything above 519.60 is bullish. Anything between 519.60 to 513.03 is neutral, and anything below here is bearish. So that's what I have charted out just as to take into consideration, and setups to look out for and setups to consider. Right now, at the moment, from the Bulls, I would say look for a 15. There's two scenarios at the moment. That would be look for a 15-minute higher low above 514.66, which is the highs of these bodies right here. Let me just chart it. And our targets would be, let me see, our targets would be, let me see, and we would target 516.20, and then which would be pretty much right here, just right here in this little area right here when a structure starts to build up. And then I just have it plotted out right below the day time frame lower extreme at 517.20 as the optimal target. Then we got a 15-minute higher low above 517.10, pretty much around this area again where structure starts to, well, I mean, there's lots of structure here, but it's pretty much in alignment with this right here, the lower extreme that used to be in the trading range we were in. And we would target 518.80, and then 519.80 is the optimal target. And the only bearish scenario I got is anything below 513. And in that scenario, we would be targeting 511.50, and then 510.50 is the optimal target. And lastly, we're going to look at the market internals, basically to take into consideration the fact that everything was pretty, unsubstantial, nothing too significant Monday or Tuesday. But on the Wednesday session and all of the market internals, you can see here that everything started to pick up with the CPI news that happened. So just take that into consideration to see if, and we'll see tomorrow as we need more data to accumulate to see if that's something that is actually important and will be able to actually hold its weight and not just be something that's news influenced, or if it's something that will intrigue the sellers to continue to go, as there is signs of stronger sellers in the market after the Wednesday session. There are signs right there, as you can see on the $ VOLD, the $ ADD right here, and the tick as well. So that's my analysis for today, guys. You got any questions, comments, concerns? Hope you guys like the new setup. I got a Yeti microphone right here. Just bought this right here. And I also got a new microphone. That is the microphone. A new camera as well. But what you don't have is a different person. You still have the stupid, funny-ass cowboy dude who doesn't know how to stop saying what's in his brain. He just lets the intrusive thoughts win. But even though he tries to be funny, he knows that what you guys mainly come here for is for the knowledge. And I wish to be able to be the person that provides you the knowledge but makes you laugh along the way as well. So with that being said, guys, day trading knockouts here. Stay safe, stay green. Hope the best for all. Peace.